Yo, JD here, to Limus, and as you can see, this is F1 2016 here today, and we've got my friend, my bro X Matty G playing this, and I sent him a special request or challenge for him to set some really quick hot laps for me. So he's done 3 here today, which I'm going to be talking over, just analysing the handling, because I have actually played this build, this handling build myself, so I have had experience of me playing this. But he was able to actually play this in the preview build, so I asked him to do this for me, which I'm very grateful for. So we're just going to be talking about this and what I think you need to be doing to really maximize yourself in the handling. So going through the corners, first thing I'd say is apex speed is going to be so important in this game. But we'll see what he does under braking. So 100% on the brakes, and then as you rotate the car going into the corner, you want to be going about 50 to 30-ish%. So going into here, maximum, and going down to about 50, and then let the car rotate into the corner, and that's something called trail braking. So if you don't know what trail braking is, that's what it is. And now you can visually see, obviously myself, I may do it slightly differently to Matt, because I haven't actually recorded myself actually doing it, but 100% on the brakes. And then as you're changing direction, you want to be coming off the brakes, and the reason for that is to let the car rotate and actually stop your wheels, your front wheels, from actually locking up into the corner. So that's just going to give you a better turn in, and importantly actually save your tyres in the race, because you do not want to be locking up, because you really are going to be punished. You'll be noticed from the throttle as well. So coming up, and as I said in the previous video, is up and just before you get into 4th gear, that's really when you will be going into your 100% throttle. Between 2nd and 3rd, very rarely you'll go being 100%, because traction is pretty difficult in this game. So you can see Matt, he managed to get number 1 on the PC, what he's using here, and we're now around Azerbaijan, and this is going to be another good example again. This is personally probably my favorite track in the game, so we'll be able to see interest in the handling. I can comment on that has definitely changed a little bit from when I played it. This seems definitely a lot more stable. It was sometimes a little bit too difficult to oversteer at times, quite really challenging, but the traction is still very challenging, and the braking is going to be quite crucial. You cannot go just 100% on the brakes all the time, as what you pretty much could do in 2015 and 2014 especially. You've got to really be smooth with how you drive, and that's what I think this game is really, that you just have to be smooth. And you can notice in his steering, he's definitely being smooth, and apex speed, as I said, is going to be crucially important. And we're able to see going to his next left-hander, I believe he does this very well. So carrying a lot of apex speed, not really slowing the car down that much, but really important. And coming off this corner on traction, you really got to make sure that your car's straight, because you can see coming out of here, gets a little bit of a slide on and then gets on the throttle. So he lost a little bit of time through there perhaps, just the car not being completely straight. But through these corners, pretty much flawless from what I can see, by Matty G going through those corners. So very impressive driving here. And we'll be able to see coming off the curb, so going through flat out for this corner. I love this sequence of corners, probably my favourite on F1 2016. So come into this, carry a lot of apex speed, get on the curb a little bit slightly, and that's the thing again. Curbs, you can run on them, definitely can run on them if you're going flat out already. It will cost you a bit of time if you do that though. But you do not want to be using it as a traction platform pretty much. You do not want to be going from 2nd or 3rd gear off a curb, because you probably will spin on this game on 2016, which is something that just didn't happen on the previous F1 games really, which is something I've been dying for quite a long time now. So Matt's done another good lap there again. So you could just see, it's really useful to see just your throttle application and your braking is really you have to be very smooth on the braking here. So coming into this now, I believe this turn 1 is going to be flat out, which it is, or just about flat out, and I believe he's using the default setup as well. So coming into score 100%, 50, and then going down slightly. So always making sure that you're 100% on the initial braking point, and then as you're about to turn the wheel itself, just to allow the car to rotate, that's when you want to be going about 50% off. On previous games I was going about 100% and then about 80, and then going down like that, which you've seen on my pad cam video, which I've done before. When I do my own videos myself, you'll be able to see how I do it. It'll be interesting to see how different I actually do it from Matt. We may have a little bit of a different style on how we actually drive, so that'd be quite cool to see. Maybe we have to do side by side or something. But coming into this corner, this is usually flat out previous games, so going down the gear, actually lifting off a little brake through that corner as well. So that is no longer really flat out. which is great because it's going to be so much more challenging to actually play on the game. And through the sequence of corners, Matt's staying quite tight, whereas I would usually use a bit of a wider line, so it gets on the throw a little bit later but carries a bit more speed through the corners, so a little bit of difference of the driving styles there. And then if the straight, he's going to go quite late into his apexes, which I did in my previous video, to the same style there. And again, it's when you get into fourth gear, there's a pattern what I'm definitely seeing in this game. Third to fourth gear is when you really want to be going on the full throttle. Anything before that, you want to make sure the car's straight first. So apex speed is going to be king on this game. It's going to be very, very important. Rotating the car throughout the corner, being very smooth on the braking and throttle is going to be absolutely crucial to getting a good lap time. So that's a video from, well, XMattyG here today. So thank you for him for supplying that for me. Hopefully you're looking forward to F1 2016 as much as I am. Planning to do a lot of videos on setups and tips, everything on that, and hopefully some live comp videos and league racing hopefully again on there as well. So if you want to ask me anything, put it down in the comment section below, because I played on all the handling builds, so ask me anything regarding that, because you know I do respond to comments. Hopefully you're having a good day, enjoy the race tomorrow, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.